I'm just curious, maybe some tips for not just being your authentic self, but embracing others to authentically serve others and adapt that servant leader mindset. Maybe before you got here, prestigious titles, and just instilling that philosophy and maybe some challenges that you've encountered throughout that and how you overcame it.
I work with a lot of middle school students, and middle school students always show up as their authentic selves. For bad, for better or for worse, you deal with a lot of different personalities. They're all coming from a different situation at home or at school, and everyone's carrying something different into an after-school program. And I think that listening is really the root of all understanding. And most of the time, all people, but especially younger students, just want to be heard. And giving them the space to say what they need to say what's on their mind, and not trying to control or regulate those feelings or emotions, I think can apply to adults as well. Making sure that reactions we're having at work when they're appropriate for the setting that we're in. But I think that making sure that people have the space to be themselves by giving them the space to listen is what I found is the best way to make true, meaningful relationships.
So that's the trick with management. It is lots of different styles, right? Learning styles, work styles, and all that. It's really, really hard to manage sometimes. But allowing them to and giving them what they need to work the way that they need to work. And so, I've had people that are extremely disorganized. They never read a single email. They get to a meeting and they're completely lost because everybody else has read the email, But you have to just work with them on their level and what they need at that time. And if they can't manage that, that's okay, as long as they're doing what they need to do to get their work done. And it's amazing how different work styles can actually get work done differently, but they still get their work done. So really just embracing those people's challenges, meeting them where they are, and then trying to just make sure that their weaknesses don't get in the way of their goals, and helping and shaping how they can do that.
I'll just add, sometimes just finding opportunities. I'm looking at my good friend John Knapp here, who I had a chance to work with for a number of years. Sometimes just giving people opportunities, maybe before they're ready, challenging them to do something or join an organization. And so sometimes it's about creating opportunities. And so I'm at a much different level of my career than my fellow panelists. And so sometimes I'm at a point now of thinking about how you can create opportunities